Good morning all. In last lecture we had studied type number 1 related to Norton's theorem. So before proceeding further, let's do the revision of the previous lecture. What is basically Norton theorem? What is a statement that we need to apply for the Norton theorem? So basically any two terminal in the circuit or network can be replaced by a single current source called as Norton equivalent current parallel with Norton equivalent resistance. Already we had studied the statement for Norton's theorem. In case of Norton theorem, as you know that we need to calculate four important parameters. Which are they? The first important parameter related to the Norton theorem is what? IN, or it is also known as ISC. IN stands for Norton equivalent current. ISC stands for short circuit current. The second important parameter is what? You have to calculate Norton equivalent resistance, which is nothing but RN. The third is you need to draw the Norton equivalent circuit. Already we had studied how to draw Norton equivalent circuit with the help of this statement. And the final parameter is what? Load current flowing through load resistor. In today's lecture, we are going to proceed with type number 2. Why this is type number 2? If you observe carefully, as you can see here, current source is connected in between two meshes. As you know that if the current source is connected between two mesh, that particular circuit is called as super mesh. So in this type number 2, you have to apply the concept of super mesh that already we had studied in previous lecture. Am I right? Let's begin with step number 1. Step number 1. What you have to calculate? You have to calculate calculation of IN, or you can say that ISC. What is IN stands for? IN is nothing but equal to Norton equivalent current. ISC stands for short circuit current. Before proceeding further, you need to identify load resistor, or you can see that branch resistor from the circuit. How you are going to identify the load resistor or the branch resistor? What is basically load resistor? The resistor through which you have to calculate the current. So as per the given example, you need to calculate current flowing through 4 ohm resistor by simply using Norton theorem. Am I right? So what would be your load resistor value? RL is equal to 4 ohm. This you need to remember. Now in next case, to calculate IN, you have to replace 4 ohm resistor by short circuit. What you need to do? You have to replace load resistor by short circuit, and across that short terminal you have to assign IN, or we can say that ISC. So again you need to draw the circuit diagram. Only you need to replace. What you need to replace? You have to replace load resistor by short terminal, and across this short terminal we have to find out IN or ISC. I hope you have understood this. What would be the next step to calculate IN or ISC? Yes, you have to use any one of the network simplification technique. So let's apply mesh analysis to calculate current flowing through mesh 1, 2 and mesh 3. So can you apply KVL in mesh 1? How many meshes are there? There are 3 meshes. So let's apply KVL in mesh 1. So after applying KVL in mesh 1, can you apply KVL in mesh 1? As you can observe, ammeter is connected in mesh 1. So due to that ammeter current, what is the value of I1? Due to ammeter, the value of I1, the first equation become I1 is equal to 5 ampere. I hope you have understood the first equation. How you are going to write down the second equation? As the given example is related to the super mesh, so you have to write down the equation for super mesh. So let's consider current flowing through mesh 1 is I1, current flowing through mesh 2 is I2, and current flowing through mesh 3 is I3. Now you need to, this is the given equation of the current. Now this current will flow in upward direction. This current will flow in downward direction. What is the procedure to write super mesh equation? You have to check the given direction and the assumed direction of the current. Now in this case, this is the given direction, so this direction match with the I3 current, am I right? So what would be the super mesh ka equation? I3 minus I2 is equal to 2 ampere. This would be your second equation. I hope you have understood this. Similarly, you need to apply KVL to outer mesh. Can you apply KVL to outer mesh? What you will get? Minus 2I1 minus 6 is equal to 0. You will be getting I1 minus I2 is equal to 6. This is your equation number 3. I hope you have understood what you need to do. How you are going to calculate I1, I2, I3? Simply you need to substitute inside the calc. You will be getting I1 is equal to 5 ampere. You need to check whether you are getting same answer or not. I2 is equal to 2 ampere and I3 is equal to 4 ampere. So what is your IN ka value? As you can observe here, the current flowing through this path is I3. Therefore, IN is equal to I3 is equal to 4 ampere. I hope you have understood this, how to calculate short circuit current or Norton equivalent current. Coming to the step number 2, what you need to calculate? In step number 2, you have to calculate, let's consider step number 2. You need to calculate Norton equivalent resistance. What is the procedure to calculate Norton equivalent resistance? You have to replace load resistor by open terminal, and across that open terminal you need to assign Rn. So let's consider this is point A and this is point B. So across this open terminal we have to calculate Norton equivalent resistor. So next procedure is what? You have to identify the sources in this circuit. How many sources are there? There are 3 sources in the network or the circuit. The first one is the 5 ampere source, second is the 6 volt source, and the third one is 2 ampere source. So to calculate Norton equivalent resistance, you have to replace sources by their internal resistances. What is the meaning of that? If the voltage source is there, you can easily replace voltage source by short circuit, and if current source is there, you have to replace current source by open terminal or open circuit, and simply apply series parallel method to calculate Norton equivalent resistor. So now this is current source. I need to replace this current source by open circuit. Similarly, you need to replace this current by open circuit. What about this? As it is a voltage source, you have to replace this voltage source by short circuit. This is your new circuit. So can you tell me what would be your Rn ka value? Rn is equal to 2 ohm. I hope you have understood how to calculate Norton equivalent resistance. Coming to the next step, what you need to do? You have to draw Norton's equivalent circuit. Do you remember how to draw Norton equivalent circuit? This is Norton equivalent circuit. Here you need to write IN or ISC. What is the resistor you need to consider over here? This is nothing but Rn and this is RL. Current flowing through RL we have to calculate. So what is the value of IN? Yes, the IN is 4 ampere. What is Rn? We need to, we have done with that part, which is equal to 2 ohm. Can you tell me what is IL by current division rule? IL is equal to IN into Rn divided by Rn plus RL. I hope you have understood this. What is the value of IN you received? You got Rn is what? 2 ohm. Rn is 2, and what is the value of RL we have considered? It is 4. So 4 2s are 8 divided by 6, which is equal to 1.33 ampere. So load current flowing through load resistor is 1.33 ampere by simply using Norton's theorem. I hope you have understood type number 2 if the super mesh concept is there, if the circuit consists of super mesh. I hope you have understood type number 2. In next lecture, we'll study type number 3 related to Norton's theorem. Thank you so much.